Hey, holiday, know the tropics gonna play. No need to run and hide, and Mike you can confide. Mike's watching all the storm. Hey.
First and foremost, big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. And we just mentioned them, Diane. Yes, they are great supporters of the Facebook Live. We love them to death. They Florida born and raised, like Mike Weather Cage, and like our new beer.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That was not me live. That was part of our song. What's up here? There's me. Cool, what's up? Morning. Turn on the light. Oof. Holy cow, we had a power surge last night. And now the lights defaulted back to super duper bright mode. Let me turn her down here. Hold on a minute. Wow. All right, hey, Bobby. There's a little better. We don't want all that massive light on me today. I got technical this year and bought a light to try to be a little more fancy. All right, what's up, Megan? Morning. What's cooking? Yeah, we're trying to wake up here. It's Sunday morning. Sunday morning coming down. Johnny Cash. And we're looking at Cristobal making a fast run towards landfall here in Louisiana. So we're going to watch that and show all kinds of stuff. I got some video from that tornado that we had in Orlando yesterday. Yeah, so good morning, Coneheads. What's up? That's what they call us, Coneheads. Come here, Louie. Louie was just here by my foot, so we're going to try to get our routine down. Let me go get Louie real quick. Hold on. Louie. Here, buddy. Louie. Come here. Here he comes. Come on. I hear him. Well, the girls are home, so he might not come. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come here. Come here. Let's go outside, everybody. So I always stall the first few minutes. Everybody gets logged on to Facebook here. So we don't really do anything important for the first couple minutes. So we usually start the show now with Louie. Louie's our mascot of Mike's Weather page. What's up, Ann? Hey, Suzette. Let me get the chat working here. Okay, there we go. Hey,
You've got mail.
Jose, or I hope I said your name right. I'm sorry. Let me turn the volume down. I was using radar scope last night. We're gonna talk about that. I was storm chasing last night. So, all right. So now I'm feeling a little bit more ready. I got my coffee. Louie wants to take a nap. Hey, there's a little history on that Sunday morning coming down. What's up, David? I love that song, man. Hey, Trisha, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Monica. There's Louie. Louie's sad. Mom just went to get the girls Dunkin' Donuts. So he was sitting there whining at the door. So all right, well, be safe. Let's see. We got the storm rolling in towards lower Louisiana, Mississippi. So the biggest threat today so far is going to be flooding and rains. My goodness, Florida got hammered with rains yesterday. I was being a little more of a wish caster about the rains for Saturday, and I kind of, because when you don't look at things outside the box, I started believing we weren't going to get any rains, even though everything. Hey, I'll talk about that, Kevin. Every sign showed that we were going to have a lot of rain. And guess what? We had a lot of rain, man. The moisture in the atmosphere proved it. We had a flash flooding down in Sarasota. 5+ inches fell within an hour. I think they said roads were flooded. I drove through Orlando last night. Oh my God, it was the scariest thing ever, man. I hydroplaned one time, and luckily I had both hands on the wheel. And my goodness, the truck. And then I saw two cars. So I chased a tornado in Clearwater, and there's damage in Clearwater, trees down. So we'll wait to see at the end. National Weather Service actually shows it as a tornado down in Clearwater. But I saw two different vehicles on the way north on 75 after I went on the Skyway, and I saw two vehicles off in the trees. That obviously hydroplaned at the same time. I was chasing the storm. It was the coolest thing ever. I finally made it to the front of the storm in Claremont, got out, filmed the shelf cloud, which was the coolest thing ever. Matter of fact, it was such a rush chasing this storm. I showed this. It's only a 5-second video. Let me see if I can show it. But I was underneath it. on the interstate, and I got in front of it. It was massive, and the lightning that occurred Orlando eastward last night was just tremendous. I had people tell me it was the most lightning they've ever seen from any time living in Florida. So it was incredible, and it's still going on. You know, we had a tornado watch. You know, after the fact, it always irks me. We had tornadoes yesterday with no watch. The SPC finally posted around midnight, 1 o'clock, the threat for tornadoes, even though we didn't really have any good thing. My buddy Dennis Phillips was online. We were chatting about it. So we'll go over all the water that, or all the stuff. Then I'll ramble on. I want to get into the weather. So here's some of the damage. This is on our supporter page. Linda Willis, one of our supporters here. We do have a little private chat room if you're a Facebook supporter. For those folks, they like to chit chat amongst each other. So if you become a Facebook supporter, you can be in that. But there's, this is home video of some of the damage in Orlando. We had a bunch of houses with damage. So not very common in Florida for, pretty big tornado damage. And this was because of Cristobal. And unfortunately, we had no tornado watch. I still don't get it. So that's that. That's right after it passed. There was a lot of videos online showing the damages. So again, this was in Orlando yesterday. Some of the pictures here. This was on Twitter. Matt Treza, Fox 35, posted these pictures. So that was the big storyline, at least in Orlando yesterday. All right, so one more thing, and then we'll get into it. I want to thank. We got a link here sent to me from Craig, who works at Louisiana's Marine Lab, Lumpkin, and they said they're big fans of the page, believe it or not, man. So thanks, Craig. He sent me this. I'm going to show you. This is where they're located at, and I'll put the links on if anybody wants it. So they have a link here of current webcams pointing out lower Louisiana, and you can start to see the storm surge coming in. Look at that. So this is a live look. Compliments of Craig. They did put a warning out. So a watch. Everybody gets confused between watches and warnings. A watch means there could be a tornado. A warning is there is a tornado. But usually you put out watches when there's signs that we could have tornadoes. Hey Cheryl, yep, we're going to show you the radar for sure, man. So we still have a ball of convection, but this is a cool webcam. This is pointing again. Here's where they're at. This is lower Mississippi, Louisiana, right here. That's where these guys are at. And they sent me some links. Said they're big fans of the site. So I'll be monitoring that all day and see what kind of surge that they get. They said they're outside the levee system, so we'll see. High tide is around 11 noontime today for this neck of the woods, and I have that pulled up. Let me close these out. Here's Grand Isle, Louisiana, high tide today, 10:55 local time. So that's noon Eastern. That's kind of when we're looking at landfall getting close. So unfortunately, that's where the high tide is. So, all right. So let's get into everything. First and foremost, we'd like to thank our big title sponsor for Facebook Live, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Great company here out of Florida. And I always look for a picture. This is kind of funny. Wine is for love. Whiskey is for everything else. They always have some funny billboard pictures. So enjoy some wine or whiskey today. And support ABC for supporting Mike's weather page. So there's that. All right, here's the current look. Let's look at current look. Let me close some stuff down. Here's exactly what we got. Here's the official track. What's going on? NHC 3-day forecast. By Wednesday, Cristobal's gonna be up in Michigan, hanging with Kid Rock, partying like a rock star. Right? What's up, Coneheads? Hey, AJ. It's a Johnny Cash kind of morning, right? So if you're new to the site, by the way, listen, we do a lot of long range tracking. We have a great weather group. I chat a lot. I ramble a lot. The website is everything. This is my love. So you can always find everything you need on the website. But we call ourselves Coneheads. You could buy a Conehead shirt and be part of our Drunk Donkey Nation right down here. Conehead. This is our official logo. Somebody came up with the name Conehead last year because we live and die by the cone. So you could be a drunk donkey and a conehead. And there you go. So good morning, Coneheads. All right, Scott, I try to monitor my chat. What chat? Oh, I don't get on the chat thing a lot. There's this right here. I'm going to try to stay more in the chat when there's not a storm. My God, time flies by. I just can't. Between monitoring everything and posting and Twitter and I'm a one-man band, man. That's very close, Andrew. But yeah, I'm a one-man band, so it's hard. It's hard to do it all. So I was storm chasing yesterday. I'll get into that later, but let's look at that. All right, so here's your 3-day cone. You can see it really good here on my radar map too to get an idea where they expect center to be. Here's current look at radar, by the way. So we still have a big blobby mess. We still have rains pushing into the north. Florida's still going to have some bands. I got some future radar we're going to look at. Definitely the ball of convection still around center. Here's exactly where they think landfall could be. Kind of hard to see with this map, but right between Morgan City and New Orleans is the expected. But it did jog a little to the east. All that's going to do is bring the surge a little bit more to the east and a little less to the west. So, we could have landfall a little bit. I mean, it's irrelevant at this point. It's never did strengthen more than what it was. It's still 994. What's interestingly enough is though the surface level winds definitely support intensification. Problem is it's never made its way down to the surface. So you can argue and say it did strengthen based on Hurricane Hunter data, but these winds never made it down to the surface. So that's the sloppy eastern side of the system. But the Hurricane Hunters are out there right now, getting awfully close to the coast. Again, it did jog a tick to the east. Not that it changes much. Surge warnings are in place. Some of our cool surge maps here shows you some of the biggest impacts where we could see the highest surge value. So the webcam we were at actually is a little bit more to the west, so they're not expected to get a lot, and we saw that with the video. Highest surge obviously to the east and a little bit to the west here, Morgan City, but it's a great map. I have it linked. You can get an idea, and of course, like I said, we have a surge warning in place still currently with the NHC. In fact, I have it right here. Let's see right here. Storm surge warnings. So we still have a storm surge warning in effect along the coast. And it's blue. There we go. So that's the darker pink is surge warnings. And that's starting to take place. As we look at our current satellite here in Weather Nerds, you can see a good ball of convection still right ahead of center. These are our spiraling winds. And future radar, just real quick, shows you what we can expect the rest of the day. Very random, anytime, any place. South Florida is probably the only place that's not going to get much. But here we go. We're rewinding it. But look at these. So we still have pockets of bands developing out into the Gulf today. 10 o'clock here, 11 o'clock. So it's not over by any means across Florida. I mean, we're going to have random bands coming in. Of course, the upper Gulf, these bands could produce water spouts. Tornadoes definitely being discussed more closer to center. And they're even discussing these going in later tonight. So as we get cooling and heating, daytime heating, we're going to get the threat for tornadoes to definitely exist here across Louisiana and Mississippi as this goes into the night hours. So it's not over by any means. It's still going on. Here's some of these bands setting up 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. we could have another line of showers here across the... I'm not storm chasing today. It was fun until I got to Daytona and I said I had to come home. Whitney, you have a hangover. What's up? Hey, Shelly. Rain, rain, rain. I know, Patty. It felt like Groundhog Day. I woke up to rain. Went to bed with rain. Woke up yesterday with rain. Went to bed with rain. Hey, Carl. I got it on the website, buddy. You can check it out. So there we go. So it's 2 o'clock. So, just, anytime, any place. Here, expected landfall's definitely sped up a little bit. More afternoon now. But this is what to expect. Anytime, any place. It's really hard to predict who's going to get what, except we know South Florida is getting less and less and less and less. So, depending on where this last set, line set up, we could have some more thunderstorms. And, daytime heating, we've had enough dry air in our system now to allow maybe a little break and enable a little bit more intensity. But we'll see. I don't know. Usually things get cooled off. We had that dry air wrap around the system, which we've talked about a bunch. It did indeed break apart our system. Susie, yeah, they could have been better. But I was in 2 tornadoes. I'm always there. I found it. I found the one in Pinellas County. I was watching the vorticity maps, and sure enough, it went right over my head before it came down. And we had a tornado warning in Pinellas. So here's that last blow up of convection. This is overnight, 1 a.m. So we could still have a rough night across Mississippi, going into even parts of Alabama. So, it's not over yet. Storm Prediction Center here showing that. There's our risk. So, dark green, yellow. Always means you can have it. Tornado risk will exist across Gulf Coast region today. And then they even mentioned tonight, gradually through southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, Alabama, western Florida Panhandle. So that one just got updated, actually. Did they just They must have just updated it. But anyway, so through the night, we got to worry about this. Flood map, still high chance for flooding. Lower Alabama, or lower Mississippi, Louisiana, a little bit Alabama. But there you go. There's a high chance for flooding today as we get the rains coming in. Here's a look at latest radar. Here's out of New Orleans. We're already starting to get warnings pop up. We got a little tornado warning just popped up in Mississippi. So we're going to be getting these all day long. There's been 2 tornado warnings in the last few minutes. There was one just south of Mobile, and then we just had one in Mississippi. And these are going to continue all day. The threat is there. We have no tornado watch, but we'll have tornado warnings. Go figure. All right, here's some more banning in Panama City. As we discussed, everything's played out. The only thing that the forecast models had a hard time with was the amount of rain Florida was going to get. And maybe timing has sped up a tick. But everything else has been pretty much rock solid. So there we go. Anytime, any place. The rest of the day, it's hard. It's hard to predict. It's been raining off and on here. Flood map tomorrow. Look at that. As our storm moves north, we're gonna. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna pull north. So we're gonna have rain tomorrow. The official rain map here from National Hurricane Center kind of shows this rain swath of rain, high and dry. There's our rain path. Long range, real quick. Anybody gets on that doesn't like to hang around here and be ramble. We got this little guy right here. We talked about him a lot. It's going to be leftovers from a front that's going to linger around. Only 20% likely to not do anything. So I'm not concerned about it. Maybe a little moisture to Bermuda, but could spin up into like a weak subtropical type storm depression. But Never 100, Kristen. The haters can say I was wrong about the Florida rains, and I technically was. I showed all the potentials. I thought the storm was going to be a little more tighter packed, I guess, than what it was. Pressure got down to 992. It's at 994 now. I predicted 985. Whatever. It's impossible. So there's that. So nothing to worry about here. We got a little tropical wave coming across. We got a lot of waves out there right now. So this is the season we get a lot of tropical waves. So nothing long range right now I'm looking at. So you're always going to see long range modeling this time of year spit out systems. You can't get caught up. You can't get caught up in every single model run. I used to post, hey Tamara, no, we got rains coming to Big Bend. Look at that. Matter of fact, Big Bend's under a flash flood warning, I think. I'll take a look. But I used to get wrapped up in posting individual model runs, and it was fun, and it would get me likes, and it would, but man, if you're wrong all the time, then people lose credibility because the next run, it's not going to be there. So you got to be careful. I mean, I've taken a step back from hyperactive model posting until I'm confident that there's something. Otherwise, people get tired of it. I get tired of it. I get burned out, Hey Monica, man, I don't know. That's a Facebook thing because you know what? I can't look at my comments on my Android lately, so it's definitely a Facebook glitch right now. I have to act. I'm looking at the comments on my PC because on the phone I have to scroll it, and so there's the rains coming in anytime, any place. Luckily we're not under any sort of storm alert yet. Northern Florida, this is the area they're watching. Daytime heating definitely will start playing a factor with storm development. Some of the current advisories, I mentioned Big Bend. We do have a flash flood warning going on right now across Perry, northeastward into Valdosta. Northwest Lafayette County, Big Bend, Madison, Big Bend, Taylor County. So just a lot of rain right now. A lot of rain. Surge estimates still on par, 3 to 5 foot Ocean Springs to the mouth of Mississippi. So that's going to be ongoing now as we reach high tide around 11 noon time, local time 10:11. Of course, intensity is not going to reach hurricane, upper end tropical storm. Pressure's hanging steady. Here's our current path. I don't see a huge jog to the west as it's sped up. We're going to get that little west track probably right around landfall as it goes towards Arkansas. What else tuning in? Kissimmee, Catherine, you're just going to have off and on storm chances. Nothing. It's just so hard to predict these rains, who gets what. For example, we got rained out in Emily's softball tournament yesterday, and we had friends still playing in middle Florida until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sam, tornadoes. Listen, they're discussing it. There's no tornado watch. There's already been a couple tornado warnings for your area, and I do have a cool link, by the way. If you look down somewhere, tornado stats. So here's the Storm Prediction Center. No watches in effect. Tornado Stats is a great site, tornadohq.com. They show you current tornadoes. So we have 2 tornado warnings. See them? And it'll also tell you everyone that's gone on today. So that was the first 2 of the day right there. We just saw them. 7:52 Central, 8:23 Central. So we've already had 2 tornado warnings. Baldwin, Alabama, Harrison, Mississippi. Last night, ironically, the last tornado warning was right before they posted the SPC watch, likely. So, but these are all the warnings Florida had last night. We had Sarasota, Lake, Orange, Seminole. We had Orange, Seminole, Volusia, Lake Volusia, Seminole, Orange, Sumter, Pinellas, Orange, Polk. All these were tornado warnings yesterday. So, lots of tornado warnings in Florida. And all that does is create a little more worry when your phones go off. A lot of times they're Doppler indicated. They're not real. They're just up in the air and they don't make the surface. But so yeah, light rain in Panama City. Yep, it's coming. Bradenton, off and on rains again. I'll show you future. Here's future. Let's look at future simulator radar. This is future. Looking into the future. Wow, it'll blow up. That's some craziness. 10 a.m. But here's the future IR. So technically, we could see another little bubble of storms 3 o'clock here in Tampa Bay North. Every run's gonna be different. The main point is this. I mean, this is 5 p.m. tonight. So we could technically have another band of storms down here, another band of storms here. So you're going to have spotty tropical rains throughout the day. And then tonight, they're saying you got to watch lower Mississippi, middle Mississippi, parts of Alabama. Tonight, we got to worry about this Gulf moisture feeding energy on the tail end of our Cristobal and potentially, have some big storms late tonight. So I need to post that, actually. I'll post that when we're done talking. So I'll post it right now. Let's take a coffee break. I'm gonna post this real quick. Take a pee break. We'll let you guys. Niceville never rains. So even after, this is how I think when I type. Even after landfall, we have to watch Cristobal's tails as he pulls up Gulf energy. Lower Mississippi, Alabama could have some stronger storms overnight. How's that? That makes sense, right? So now I just put out the official warning. Make sure I spell Cristobal right. That's been my biggest headache. This storm is spelling Cristobal. There you go. That looks good. All right. So what time was that? I gotta show what time that was. That was around 2-3 o'clock. So I always followed up with estimated IR satellite here. 2 a.m. ish. I always put ish because that gives me not in trouble. There you go. All right. So now I'm posting. Now I'm not. Yeah. Hey, listen. We had a coffee sponsor too. Real quick, I'll pump these girls. American Woman Coffee. They hooked me up. I have to go get a coffee grinder. But I'm going to do it for them because they made me an awesome gift pack of coffee. So I'll post their link when things get slow. So that'll be the official coffee for the month of June for Louis. Lower Alabama, Monday, Tuesday. Not bad. Listen, let's look long range real quick. Yeah, Tom, it's going to be whipping up there. You're right. It's still going to be considered Cristobal. Look at this. It's not going to lose its tropical characteristics until maybe in Michigan, Wisconsin. So it's going to eat some Wisconsin cheese curds, and then it's going to party with Kid Rock in Michigan. Then it's going to go drink some Molson in Canada. But it'll still be a depression. It's going to be a depression through Arkansas Monday, Tuesday. It's still going to have that core. Tropical core. All right, let's look at future radar real quick. Everybody likes to know what's coming real quick. We'll do that, then we'll go back to everything else. Blender. Ruth. Oh, no, this is already blended. I got to get my old coffee pot back out. That's all I'm saying. They sent me regular coffee. I just got to get the ones I have to manually make. Oh my God, I got to work. I love the K-Cups, man. You just pop them in there. But, they're not strong enough, man. K-Cups are weak. I even bought Death Wish coffee one time. They said it was the baddest coffee on the planet. And it was weak, too, I thought. So, let's take a look at water vapor. Then we'll look at long-range stuff. So, let's look at... We'll look at what's coming this week. No big changes. Here's our water vapor loop showing that dry air that got sucked in. Look at that. So classic, man. Hurricane 101. When you got all that dry air, it's going to get sucked around. And it did it. And that's what's separating our, pushing our big convection back into Florida today. And then there's our second bubble of moisture. It ain't over yet. This little guy is going to be heading up the panhandle. So we got a stormy day. The rest of the day, I'm telling you. Into tonight. It ain't over by any means. All right. Rain Southwest Florida, April. Yeah, it's slowing down for you guys. Very little. It's starting to really wean off South Florida. Here's the estimated radar. It's not 100%. Just gives you the idea. This is noontime. So technically noontime we can have tails setting up anywhere, any place. Nothing really South Florida. Could have another little line of showers into Florida, Ocala, Orlando, 5, 6 o'clock. Hefty duty little squall lines up here. Mobile, Biloxi, you guys, it's going to last all day, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I mean, there's just no telling who's going to get what. The main thing is the winds haven't increased. Here's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So definitely all the models are picking up a lot of activity late tonight. Long range, let's look at long range real quick. Well, let's look at Levi's site. We haven't showed his today. Tropical Tidbits. Usually when you're just looking for long range predictions on weather, it's okay to just like always use the GFS, because the weather patterns, the good thing about the GFS and the Euro, they're usually pretty spot on as far as weather patterns go. So we'll see that. You got rain coming, Michelle. Panhandle for sure. Hey, Katie, what's cooking? Katie Cat. Got some coffee talking. Good thing about getting home late last night. I did my annual or daily fast forward to the latest Ozarks. I'm on episode 10 on the first season. Takes me 15 minutes to find where I was the night before. And then I sit there confused and I'm looking at it. I'm like, did I already see this part? As I drink my Jack and Daniels. Then I get to the point where I know I didn't see that, and then I fall asleep. Hey John, actually I use my app for radar. I'm not plugging my app, but I love this. Oh, I use Radar Scope. So Radar Scope is great. I bought the $100 version again. I don't know why I did that, but so Radar Scope is free, I believe. But you can look at vorticity updates with watches really quick. It's really clean looking Radar Scope. And for the $100 a year version, you can do split screen, so you can watch vorticity while you're, I like vorticity. That gives you sign of storm activity. So I still haven't linked to Melbourne radar from last night. I was smack dab in the middle of a tornado. Smack dab, literally. And I'll show that. We like to ramble on here. It was pretty intense. So again, if you didn't see that, that was my shelf cloud. I was right under it. Let me find the other stuff now. So here was the one. Let's see, I got a better shot. Oh, and I went over to Skyway. Look at this. How many of y'all would do that?
Thursday, partly cloudy. Isolated showers
I actually went over to Skyway Bridge. Let me see if I can change the brightness here. I don't think it's working. Why is it so bright? Turn the camera. Nope, nope, nope. There it is. Oh, you can kind of see it. Anyway, there's the Skyway. Not many people would do that. That wasn't a very good shot. But I went over to Skyway during the tornado warning. So there was my first one. This was in Pinellas County, Madeira Beach area. I was underneath that one. I was filming live. And then here was the one that I was at in Orlando. Actually, I got that on my phone. Emergency alert, tornado warning. I was driving. And then there was the one I was in Orlando. Look at that. I was literally driving. The tornado apparently was confirmed at Universal Studios. And I got some footage. I got to go back and look if I got anything good or not, because I might have got some good stuff on my phone. I had it recording while I was driving. So, all right. So here's your long range weather. This thing is going to get merged up with an approaching front during the week. The front's going to drip down and it's going to linger later part of the week. And what we've been watching for the next week is increased rain chances as our front lingers. A lot of people are asking about an offshore tournament in North Carolina. Tropically speaking, going back to Levi's site, this area of yellow is not expected to do much. It's just going to hang around. See that? It's just kind of weak. There's a tropical wave. It might pull up. We talked about that. Nothing really. There is tropical juice later in the week that could come across the Gulf, but that's, like I mentioned yesterday, not enough to talk about. So that yellow spot isn't anything really showing up. The Euro's kind of showing it a little bit. See, that's a tail of a front. Tail of a front. There's our front. There it is, south of Bermuda, and it might have a day before our next front picks it up. So I mean, it could. Well, that's next weekend, but nothing really showing up. So let's look at long range. Oh, let's finish what we started. So here's the rains. All right, so here's the GFS. So there she goes. This is Monday tomorrow. And as Cristobal gets caught up way up here Tuesday, it's going to merge with this front. This is Wednesday. And here's the front Thursday. And then Friday kind of lingers. It's just going to increase the rain chances. A lot of this time it's hard to read long-range modeling when you have afternoon thunderstorms to worry about. So, it's just going to add a little bit, but it's a lingering front Friday, and then it just starts to dissolve on Saturday. So the rain chances are just higher because of this along the East Coast. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. More Thursday, Friday. Here's Wednesday. So that's this week's weather. Spotty rains. I mean, there's no tropical hanging around to worry about. So that's it. That makes sense, right? Just this time of year. And Monday's beautiful, no rain. Sunday could be beautiful, no rain. So yeah, hey Bobby, me too. What's up, Bobby? I know. You know how many times I messed up? I put the A before the O. Hey Bobby, yeah, I guess you saw my video. We I wish it's hard to focus Androids at night, but it was a pretty impressive lightning storm. I have friends that live that neck of the woods, and they said they've never seen lightning that strong. It was pretty intense. So here's your wind field. Winds are slowly creeping in. Let's take a look. Some of the buoys on windalert.com are showing that. Here's your wave height map, by the way. Obviously, we're going to have big waves out there. The NHC marine forecast here, high seas forecast. We got 25-foot seas above, so that's pretty significant. South of New Orleans. So some of those long-range maps we showed are definitely playing out. 25, 30-foot expected. Another cool wave map here on Bay Strong 9. On Clystrong 9, not Bay Strong. The hell was that? So there's your waves. That's not 3. They don't have a chart though. We gotta get on Mike Clay about that. Mike, we need a color chart. Mike Clay, are you watching? So wind alert. We were gonna look at that. So again, so the hurricane hunters are flying out, and they did not find any more stronger winds at surface. So the run up at Cat 1 looks shattered. Here's sustained winds. So we definitely have tropical storm force. We got pretty good winds. Sometimes we get these weak tropical storms and you don't even see the winds. So this one definitely got the winds, supporting what they're showing. Here's here we had some gusts at 50, sustained winds 40 plus already at 6 a.m. So this is a wind alert. Center's got to be just offshore. I think they were really confused on this landfall. One minute we're showing models that showed Sunday morning, then they show Sunday night, but we're definitely getting center close to landfall. It seems like they always speed up. Always speed up. When they're moving, they always speed up. When they're not moving, they slow down. That is some wisdom right there, folks. All right, here's one map we can look at. You can kind of get an estimated where it's at. Spinning away. All right. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, well, I'll tell you the best place to get future radar. I got a link on my site, HRRR. That's a rapid refresh model. It updates every hour. You can find it a lot of places, but of course we like to support tropical tidbits and weather nerds. So there it is, HRR. You got a quick link, boom. And little trick though, if you gotta maybe have to click one more time, because right now it's in the middle of the 13Z run. And it's only going to give you 5 hours, but you can hit play and it's only going to give you the next 5 hours. So you got to actually rewind to the 12Z or the last completed run. And what's cool about the 12Z, 6Z, 0Z, 18Z, it goes out 36 hours. Normally it only goes out 18 hours. But Jacksonville could have rains. And the only thing is, you got to be smarter than me and figure out 00Z. I should put a little chart on my screen. I still have a hard time remembering Zulu time. I have a chart right under here. Look, current UTC time on the upper right. And then I have a UTC time conversion link right here. That's for people like me. Everything on my site is Mike's clickable stuff for him. So 10 a.m. Zulu is 6 a.m. Eastern. So when you see 12Z, it's usually in the morning, 8 a.m. So if you're a Zulu lost person like me, 6 p.m. 18Z is 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, what else is cooking? Nothing, Alexis. It doesn't look like we got anything tropical. Yeah, Whitney, I wondered about that. I think this thing's moving a little bit more. Not moving, just center relocation possibly. Yeah, let's see. We got tornado warnings. Another tornado warning. Nope, that one expired. So we're gonna have tornado warnings all day today. Here's the latest recon. Hurricane hunters. Again, they're finding some pretty strong flight level winds. This would definitely support hurricane status if it could find its way down to the center, but it's not. So the winds are not reaching ground level, but they are pretty strong here on the southeast quadrant, which is typically the strongest is up here. But, again, center is inching closer and closer to lower Louisiana landfall. And it won't be long now. Rain all week in Panama City. No, we got higher rain chances later in the week due to a lingering front. Let's see if they even talk about that. I always go here to my Mike's site. You ever been to Mike's site? It's great. So go here, get your local National Weather Service forecast. You can click on that. And let's see what they say all week. 60%. Well, yes, well, just 40%. So, yeah, see, it's nothing to stress about. Just high, Friday things get better. Almost none Saturday. So, yeah, you just got to increase Wednesday, Thursday, Friday rain chance. But it's not going to be a washout. It's just increase with that stalled out front. I think that's good news. We don't want any more lingering rain events. So, what else is good? Hey, Beatrice, good morning to you. What's up, Billy? What Channel 8 in Barbados said there were 3 last night. What's that? Oh, 3 areas? That's hyping. We got tropical waves, but we got wave, 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 wave. Look at that. They're spaced out perfect. Like a train. But this time of year, you just watch them. All they do is add, it's kind of dry in the Atlantic right now. See that? Even though we got waves, they're not really juicy. So, nothing. There were some signature. Let's look at there were some GFS ensembles showing possibility of one of them coming off. Where the heck is it? Right here. We can look at here. Let's see. We can go to Atlantic. So I guess there was a couple possibly showing up, but they don't make it. See, this is a little too early in the season. See, there's some GFS ensembles showing low pressure next weekend coming off Africa, but they don't really do anything with it. So there's really nothing right now. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna jump on every little model run because that's temporary. And tropics will fool you till there's no end. So and you get there was a time we saw one coming up from the GFS down here. But just such a weak signature right now that I wouldn't jump yet. So anyway, what else cooking? Tornado watch. Did we just get one? I don't know. Not yet. Oh, we did get one. Man, you guys rock. Look at that. We got a tornado watch. They must be listening to us. Till 5 p.m. Central. So let me post that. I appreciate you guys staying in there. You guys chat away real quick. A lot of supporters in here. I really appreciate it, guys. Whiskey. I drank some whiskey last night. Whitney. Upper Gulf. 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Could extend, in my opinion, into the night. Upwards. So stay alert. And when I say it's my opinion, it's because of what I read and I see support with models and, haters of Mike say I just copy everybody else's reports. And that is a good argument, but I don't. So now I got to cross promote this to, I can do that while you guys chat. I gotta put that on Instagram. Now that I'm on Instagram, I got 9,000 people on Instagram I have to worry about. So let me cross promote that real quick. So I have to actually go click it, and then I have to say cross post to Instagram. There we go. And it's published. Instagram? I don't know. Let's see. Instagram. Let's see if it got on there. There's my last one. Let's see. I don't think it did. Did it? Oh, there it just popped up. There it is. All right, cool. So now I'm officially, people on Instagram are officially happy. I should do my other one too because it was a cool picture. The last one I did. So let me put that on there. And then we will get back to chatting weather. Hang on. So content. One more. And you know, the tornado threat makes sense. We get squall lines in off of the water, and Gulf is juicy hot, and we have you know, we have spinach and we have instability. So we can look at a couple models here. We can see if they're actually picking up on it on some of them. Some of the higher resolution. Let's go to. I wonder if I should go to Mississippi or Louisiana. This one kind of shows both, I guess. Not showing up there. We can look at Age Cape. Yeah. Not really showing up on them, but it's just common sense when you have. Wonder why they don't even have Mississippi on here. Oh, Alabama and Mississippi. See, they don't even give Mississippi their own state on weather models. You guys in Mississippi always get the short end. So anyway, all right, there's that. All right, let's go back to chat, see what you guys are saying. Good morning, Mike. Hey, Jason, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Jason, we did have amazing videos of that Orlando Twister. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's one video. Look at that. This is Justin Warmoth. Look at that sucker, man. That's something you don't see every day in Florida, right? Look at the lightning in it too, or that could have been transformers probably. But we even see debris flying around. That's pretty massive for Florida. There was definitely some damage. That was afternoon. Here's a good shot from one of the downtown up in the air camera shots of it. So quite a few videos coming through Orlando, man. That was pretty. Even Reed Timmer were talking about it. I guess I was driving when that was happening. I was on my way. What do you got, Mirtha? Replying, posted on my Twitter account. Sure, post away. All right, we got this little guy too, just got posted. Increasing threat for tornadoes expected from now into the afternoon. Just touching the panhandle. But this is obviously the east side of center as we get our spinach going northward. Very typical, right? The only thing I guess that's still happening that, you know, some would argue didn't think it was going to happen is we're getting, you know, last minute blow ups here. So the center is remaining healthy. So we always talked about this being two-storied system. We have the ball of convection with the flooding and the tornado threat as it makes landfall. Then we have the secondary squall lines being separated by this dry air mass that are being pushed into Florida, and that's still happening. And they'll increase as the day goes on. And it's just hit or miss who gets what. You know, lots of action here in the upper panhandle currently. So, anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Healthy but sloppy. Yep, Whitney. But it's a pretty good looking. It was pretty good for June, for sure. The dry air definitely did a number, and the center never really got structurally sound enough to bring these winds down. So models did a really good job predicting mid 990s storm. Like I said, Cat 1 to Cat 1 to this is almost, would have been almost the same effects. I mean, there's current look at the IR. Again, we got a lot of dry air wrapping around into our system, choking it off. Hey, Michelle, I'll start reading everybody now, see what you guys are saying. Here's a cool lower level. We'll leave this running. Lower level water vapor loop. Let's increase the frame rates to 240. Let's maximize the. Let's crash the NASA server, NOAA server. Hey Macy, nope, South Carolina. Can't see it. You're just gonna get the front later in the week. Hey Casper, what's up, buddy? Yep. 2 a.m. Terry. A lot of it's gonna be gone. I don't know, Stephanie Hall. That's always the joke. There's supposedly it was buried on some curse of some gravesite or something, but I swear the afternoon thunderstorms follow Tampa to Daytona Beach. All the weather happens on Interstate 4. Thank you, Gail Conehead. What's cooking? Tornado threat high? No, Jason. I don't think it's high. A lot of cooling in the atmosphere for our side. The Storm Prediction Center has Orlando right on that edge of dark green, so their confidence is kind of high that we don't have any threats north of Orlando or south of Orlando. Excuse me. So there's your current threat level, right on the edge of possibilities. Hey buddy, what's up, Twister Chaser? Valdosta, yeah, I know you guys. It's definitely making it. You know, daytime heating is fueling some of these storms, and they're going to be wrapping around lower Georgia, lower Alabama. So if you're in Valdosta, look at that. You got look at that. There's heavy rains going into lower Georgia. Tallahassee getting it right now. Flooding in Mississippi, Patrick. Well, I mean, honestly, the rains are going right over the Mississippi. I saw some flood potential maps, and they didn't look too severe. So that's good news. So it didn't appear that Mississippi is going to have too bad of flooding. Here's Mississippi at Baton Rouge here. Man, we can, where the heck is it? I lost it. These are current conditions. So here's, just for example, I mean, you can see the steady rise Sunday. This is last week, 6-7. We're right here now. So it's approaching 38 foot, moderate stage. And it's going to go down. So, and it's already high. So this is the highest river on Mississippi River. But it doesn't appear we're going to be seeing a flooding storyline from Mississippi. So that's good. Joy Weaver, yeah, you're going to get storms this afternoon in Jacksonville for sure. For sure, Jacksonville is going to get some big rains coming this afternoon. It's almost inevitable. That's 3 o'clock right there. So, could have it. We'll see if the squall line makes it into the west coast of Florida this afternoon, later tonight. We'll see. All right, what else? I survived the chase, Tim. Yeah, it was, thanks, Twister Chaser. Louis, I don't know where he's at. He's over there cuddled. Yep, Southern Miss, Amanda, yep, we got a tornado watch now posted for you guys. Everybody got their phones going, alert, 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 alert. Here's our watch that just got posted until 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It's always a good day to fly a kite. I haven't flew a kite. Is it fly a kite or flew? I flew a kite yesterday. I haven't flown a kite in long time. Louis, come here. Come here. Hey. Come here, Louis. He's doing that look now, like, I don't know. If I could cuss, he's MFing me right now. Like, he just put his head back down. Flash flood warning, Valdosta. Yep, I saw that. This little neck of the woods, we showed that earlier on, but there's a flash flood warning. Look at that. Heavy rain training going on. Down to Perry. So that's a big thing. Flood warning going on. Just got posted actually east of so it's ongoing, you know. Hurricane hunters are out there flying around right now. I guess they're just really flying around now just to confirm landfall. The path is pretty set. See what kind of final strengthen it might try to do, but it looks like it's holding steady. Right, Arcadia, yeah, you're going to get off and on rains today, Terry. It's very sporadic. It's, you know, really no way to know who's going to get what. It's just going to be off and on rains. Closing out some windows here. Yeah, let's see what else we can look at. I don't know. Here's current windy. This is all, you know, now that we know where the storm's at, we kind of stop looking at future stuff because it's happening now. You know, I guess the big news is it's going to continue through the night. We got to worry about storms. Definitely Mississippi tonight into Alabama and even clipping eastern Louisiana. So as our storm makes landfall this evening, early this afternoon probably, it's still going to be a weather threat as it moves north. So there you go, Mary. Thanks. Anything else? Louis is the coolest. All right, let's get him because you're bragging about my boy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Here he comes. All right, this is for Dawn. All right, we'll see. Anything else brewing? Nope. Lucy. There's Louie. He's like, man, you made me wake up. Let's show him how chill you are. There's Louie. Look at the camera. Smile. Don't move, Louie. Look straight. Look. They say owners look alike. I don't know, man. What do you think? So we'll let him sleep on me because I'm going to go to work. And we're hoping we had to give an allergy test. I never thought I'd take a dog for an allergy test. But we found out he scratches. Now he's not. We found out he's allergic to everything we gave him. Carrots. So we've changed his diet. And he's a much happier dog when he doesn't scratch all the time. All right, I'm going to see the last few things here. What's up, Bobby? Yep. Thank you, Jamelia Rooney. Thank you for being a supporter. What's up? He's a good boy. He likes to sleep on his dad. Look at this. So when I do like work, he puts his paws up and he gives me this little look and he's like, "Daddy, Daddy," and then he'll curl up like this and he'll sleep while I work most of the day. So, and he's a little sad right now because Rusty's not around. But the best thing we did was take him to the vet, and it's almost like he has a sixth sense. Like he knew something was up. And tornado warning, Ashley. Yep. We're going to be getting these all day long. Now, again, a lot of these are just Doppler indicated. So that's the good news. Sometimes they don't make surface. There it is right there. Just East Mississippi. So there'll be a lot of warnings. Whether or not they make the surface or not, that'll be the question. All right, so he's allergic to hurricane season. Hey, Ben. Well, recap. Nothing's changed with the storm. It's moved a little faster. Still a big flooding event for Louisiana, Mississippi into tomorrow as it treks northward. Squall lines developing through the day in the Gulf are going to impact pretty much Central Florida northward, maybe a little bit down into Braden and Sarasota. So just, anytime, any place, we can have a squall line set up. And definitely a threat exists through the night. As our storm makes landfall, we're still going to have these tail end of the storm feeding off the Gulf and pulling up potential storm threats through the night. So it's not going to be over anytime soon. It's just one of them things. I think my new line this year is anytime, any place. So, and a big shout out to the hurricane hunters. Those guys and gals. This is on Tropical Tidbits. You can follow along, but they're fans of our page, believe it or not. They share things. They email me. They talk in our chat sometimes. So we appreciate that. It's pretty cool. So we'll see what they find. Yeah, we did, Alexis. We had to put him down. Oh, and here comes Emily. You want your dog? Okay. Emily just woke up. Say hi to everybody. You want to peek in and show him? No. She's got morning hair. So anyway, cool beans. All right, listen. We'll. I guess we'll be back live tomorrow, for sure. Our morning tradition might not be as long if there's nothing to talk about. We'll do more rambling, gambling, talk about future weather. Yeah, hey, we tried that, Jeffrey. It actually helped a lot. Yeah, we had to. It was time. He could barely walk. His hips were gone, and he's 13 years old, man. He was blind at 7, 100% blind. So we were so scared he wouldn't have a good life, and he actually did amazing being blind. So I feel better today. It was rough leading up to it, but definitely, it's one of the things you got to do. Yeah, you can watch a replay, Jessica. Heck yeah, I put a replay on at noon. You can watch it again if you want. The cool thing about the replay is you guys can still chat. I'm not in there. People are like, Mike never answers nothing. Yeah, I don't know that one, Marlene. That's crazy. You're welcome, Telford. Hey, man, you're getting the storm, buddy. NASCAR today, Atlanta. What do you think? Let's go to race day forecast and see what we got cooking. That's Bristol. Here's Atlanta. 10% chance of rain, man. We were racing today, right? No rain in Atlanta. I gotta fix the radar link. What's up with that? 605. Oh no, the last one. I think that's 605. So anyway, all right, go NASCAR, right? All right. Hey Richard, yeah, it's definitely moving fast. Not gonna stop. It's been hanging around 10, 12, 14 mile an hour. It's gonna be a depression all the way up into Iowa and Illinois Tuesday. And my assistant showed up. My coffee drinker. Alan, well, your replay. Well, the premiere does at noon. Hey, guys, watch this. Ready? This is magic. I'm gonna get in trouble. Ready? She's not gonna give it to me now. Please. Snap and coffee appears. The most expensive coffee in the world. Even though I have a sponsor, I cheat on my sponsor. All right, be good, guys. I got a lot. Yeah, flood warnings everywhere, man. We got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Julie's mad at me. So, what's up, Amanda? So, yeah, no big changes. So, just today's going to be rough and rocky day. Upper Gulf Coast. Rain spiraling in all day long. Heavy rains. We got Valdosta flood warnings. So this is going to extend upward into, lower Alabama and Georgia. Big rain still in the upper Bend area, Big Bend area. Squally night. Oh, yeah, we already had the week. So, all right. So be good. Thank you, guys. Yeah, magic. Cool. All right, well, hey, thanks a lot for tuning in. We love you all. Have a great Sunday. It's a lazy Sunday in the South, right? So be good. We'll see you tomorrow, 9:19. Stay safe up there, and I'll of course be posting all day long. So bye bye.